the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight, two AFC East teams set to collide between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. This guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season, trying to change that here. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Scott, joined by my partner, Brock Heward. It's going to be longtime vet Nick Folk to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception. And you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And that's a nice chunk of yardage there. How about a 9-yard gain? It's going to be 2nd and 6. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Tagovailoa on 1st down. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
He's got it on the bootleg. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's brought down at the line.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
They bring
9.
Westbrook Akine in motion left.
33-yard line.
All in left side. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. As Andre Cisco hold him down there.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Waller. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First and 10 from the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Wright running out of the gun. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He'll get this complete to Westbrook Akine. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 12 yards.
He ran from the gun with Wright. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
To the sideline and
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
and 10.
Throw on third down. Catch is made in close. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Takes out a one-stop, and that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. On the counter, Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was taken
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Connects with his man, Hall. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
New York.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Play action, Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Fields out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Ball at the 33 for first down. Blitz coming here, Fields. That's caught, he finds Alan Lazard. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First down, New York.
A give left side for Hall. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Fields to throw. That's it in close. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Juke the defender. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
8 yards on the pickup.
Tua off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Waddle makes the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They motion a receiver left. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He's got time here. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
10 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Tua out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss really rules out that kind of decision.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. They'll start this one out with Hall. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jets.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Steps up, and he's running with it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
A gain of 13 yards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face.
And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And for the second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This is one of those examples where the athletic ability and the mental decision-making, Kate, are not in sync. His running, got him out of harm's way, got him outside those defenders. But without the decision-making to just get rid of the football, it creates an enormous loss.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He lofts it deep left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Taken in by Hill, right side. Jukes one defender, and he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Now Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
2 and out from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Another try following the sack. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Jets offense now set to take over. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47, 3rd down coming up.
7-yard line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
First down, Jets.
Running between the tackles. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Fields now on 3rd. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Austin McNamara on now to punt. Hill back deep to return. And this one sails out, no return on the punt. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. They motion Waddle over left. This is Wright running left. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. It's caught left side by Hill. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. Set up the screen here for Hall. Escapes a defender. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He set it down for him at the 38.
First down, New York.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jets, lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 37. Hits him on the out route. Touchdown, New York! The Jets get some late points and the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Folk with a point after. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready send this one flying. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins to back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stretch, Brock, as he's sent out. Only one play hit, Brock, in this drive already to midfield. First down, here's Tua. That's Hill on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line.
15 yards on the play. That's good.
First and 10 now, here's Tagovailoa. Finds his fullback. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
That's another Dolphins.
They motion to Waddle over left.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa now, working from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Slot receiver headed left. Tua looking right deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Jets recover it!
Yeah, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Caught quickly on the slant. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Fields. Searches, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message could be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Trying again, following the set. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Fields now, 3rd and long. This is Lazard looking the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He fields this at the 18. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of last year's Week 1 season kickoff game. And it's Patrick Mahomes. He had it going. This one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Brock Purdy hooking up with the Florida product, Ricky Pearsall. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. The Niners hang on. They win by a field goal, 20-17. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offset.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Play action now. It's Fields. Throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Their struggles this season, Brock, I think, I'm not saying you think, but I think you can put a good chunk of them on this right here. It's tough to win most of your games when you're operating shorthanded.
Well, you can do whatever you want to do, but their fans, they do not want to hear it. They want that next man to step up, and unfortunately, it's just not happening. Listen, injuries mount in this league. We know that watching this game every single season. And it's those teams that get better, that adapt, that overcome, that improvise. They're the ones who win through those injuries, and those others that don't, well, we see seasons like this one right here.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first down. Fields flushed out of the pocket. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Fields out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
And the Jets first down.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Fields on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To number 10, Alan Lazard. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jets.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Fields. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They give on 2nd to Hall. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up 2nd
From the 21. Next with his back, Hall. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
To Brees Hall. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Here's Hall on the give. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Fields. Quick slant complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Fields now on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass erased. He goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. A 27-yard look here. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Man in motion, headed right. Tua off the play fake. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. A-Chain on the inside give. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup.
Second down carry for A-Chain. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, and the next guy gets him for a loss. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. Third
A
down.
loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This makes it up to the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Fields to throw. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Fields looking to throw. It's caught by Wilson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They run. Here's Hall. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very clean play.
Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Fields to throw. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Tyler Johnson. It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
1st and 10 from the 41. On the keeper, here's Fields. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more. Well, they were hoping. someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Oh, he's going to run for it.
Justin Fields on the scramble.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Eskridge on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. They'll start the drive with Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Waddle makes the catch. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running with Achane out of the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Will McDonald there on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Now here he goes. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Fields gets it out wide quick. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. First down throw for Fields. On him quick, and they bring it down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Another try following the sack. We've got a screen to the running back. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Fields out of the gun. Chased out to his right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First down, Jets.
They're running the option, short side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Fields out of the gun, 3rd down. And he's off the mark there, too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks have come by in this league.
And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. They gain 14 on the play, and it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's a chain up the middle. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
2 and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Tua setting up to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hall running his own read. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Jets.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all...
And he will score! Touchdown, New York! The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fields this one at the 3. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here's A-Chain running right. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tua looking to throw. Waller with the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tua again. On the move, hit it right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Working quickly here. They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 35. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh,
understand why this crowd and these fans were celebrating a touchdown, but not so fast. Catch, that looked good, but you got to get both feet down too.
Desperation time here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Fields. Connects with his back, Hall. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down run from Achane. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Dolphins.
They send Hill right.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Not first down. Here's Tagovailoa. He lobs it deep middle. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Throwing again here on 2nd. Tagovailoa. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd, Tagovailoa finds his back, Achane. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Here's Tagovailoa again. Gets this one to Waller. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Sticking in the air. It's Tagovailoa. There's that man again. It's Hill. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of
Gotta hurry this to the line.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Incomplete.
Tua now from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
34. Dolphins 24.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. It's close, but... Oh, yes! The Dolphins got it back! All right, partner, peel back the curtain for everyone who's watched this happen on Sundays. Win looks unlikely, but they're still trying this kick. What is the coach now saying to his offense before they run out there?
I can hear the great Tom Moore, longtime NFL coach, over and over. He would preach to us through the week during the game. Whoever plays the game the hardest, the longest, is going to win. And my goodness gracious, you just recovered an onside kick. So play this game to the final second.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
They send Hill right.
At the 20-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down to the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
18 more yards. That's another Dolphins.
And they get that clock just below 40 seconds to play. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Jets come up with a football that should just about ice this game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Miami.